This is Evening Sky. I'm your host, Sky. Is it evening? I always confused. 5 o'clock is evening. Yeah. 4 o'clock, 4, 5, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock is evening. I guess. Maybe it's afternoon sky. It doesn't matter. Who cares? I want to talk about 50 Cent and Alexandria Stapleton. They have a documentary about Diddy, and Diddy is guilty. He has been found guilty of prostitution on 2 counts. So, with that being said, 50's smiling in the interview. He's eating up, and Miss Stapleton's very reserved, very almost genteel. She's showing herself to be very ladylike, and 50 Cent is showing himself to be a gentleman as well. But he just seems like he's gonna lap this up, because I think it's gonna be in the top 10, if not in the top 5, or maybe even number 1 on Netflix tomorrow. So I think that's going to be a very impactful way of showing things. Salute to Dot Focus. Hold on. Give me a moment. Hold on. Salute to Dot Focus. Make sure you hit that Cash App, sir. Make sure you hit that Cash App. Visit .focus, DOTFOCUS _ on his YouTube channel and subscribe, like, and comment. If you enjoy Call of Duty and other first-person shooters, you will not be disappointed. Tell him that Silly Sky sent you. All right, he's in the live chat right now. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to this. This is gonna be, because it seems like it's gonna be very objective. I'm asking the question: will the filmmakers be objective? I wonder if they really are, and if they were in their research, because it doesn't look like they're just gonna, like a lot of the documentaries, or quote unquote documentaries, just wanted to make a monster out of Diddy, and at times, of course, he was a monster. That's true. It's nothing to, you have to, like, I'm caping for him. He was a monster in a lot of ways, but you have to give the full picture. It's not a portrait. It's not a painting. It's a photograph. That's what a documentary is supposed to be. It's a photograph. So, it's not really technically art. It's not a recreation. It's not a selective recreation of materials. It's just a depiction of whatever the case might be. So I'm thinking about the idea of Diddy being, reined in, being shown to be a shrewd businessman. I'm looking forward to him, being portrayed as as somebody that is going to be constantly, on the move, it's always like he's moving, and he's like a shark. He never stops. He just keeps going. No matter what happens, he always moves. He always is. It's like he'll be sitting, but then in a few moments' time, he's up and going. He's out. He's with the people. He's doing. And that was a key issue that 50 Cent brought up. He was like, Diddy said, I need some hand sanitizer. I've been out with 150 people. I gave away 150 hugs or something like that along those lines. I'm not it's paraphrasing him, but he was just saying how 50 pointed out that he forgot a lot of times that the camera was on, and he forgot that he was really a subject in this whole movie, and they must have went through hours and hours of footage just to try to see what they could possibly reap from the reap from Diddy and everything that he was doing and all his dealings. So I think that's pretty cool. Your hat is no, it's supposed to be like that, sir. Make sure you hit that. You donate. What the hell is this? This is talk about your ugly sister and your slut whore wife. That's what this is. The Curry boy, and that's what this is. Make sure you donate. That's what this is. All right. So Diddy is on a kids platform. On a kids platform. What is it on a kids platform? Yes. This man is crazy. Yes, that's true. I am crazy. I have bipolar disorder. I'm absolutely insane. But I am sane, but I'm still crazy. Salute to Dot Focus. Make sure you hit that donate button, Dot Focus. I appreciate it, sir. I got no donations the whole month of November because I didn't need them, really. I got a lot of views. I got a lot of watch hours. I got a lot of, on my vocals page, I got buku reads. So November was a good month for me. November was pretty good. So welcome to December. Happy holidays. I like to say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas is more attuned to myself. I'm an atheist. Despite the actual, Christ and Christmas, it's not really about Christ. It's about, producing and distributing and trading and enjoying the winking lights and the carolers and the gift giving and the spirit of the season, not Jesus. Yes, hit that like button. That's right. Thank you, Dot Focus. Appreciate it, sir. But anyway, 50 Cent and Alexandria Stapleton are the filmmakers behind this film, and 50 Cent is obviously getting most of the press because he's a lightning rod. He's a major figure. Been like that for over 2 decades now. And Alexandria Stapleton is less of a celebrity, but still professional in their own right. Okay, who's this? Ines Denmark 632. If you hit me in my Cash App, I'll tell you where I am. If you hit my Cash App, I'll tell you exactly where I am. People want to ask all these questions. Where are you from? Not paying attention to the topic. Not staying on topic. Where are you from? Oh my God. And it's actually, I think it should be in the information for the video, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, just hi, but let's stick to the topic. 50 is adamant. He is so adamant as to showing Diddy's character, and it looks like this is going to be an objective portrayal of Diddy. It's going to show him in a light that's not bright or dark, just what the light is. Just show him in the light. Just use sunshine to elucidate and to illuminate the dark corners of his life. That's the best way you do this. That's the best way they can possibly come to grips with this. So I think it is possible for someone like Diddy to be shown as a terrible person, a horrible person, a good person, a wonderful person, all in the same docuseries. All in the same docuseries. All in one package. One presentation. All at the same time. It's possible. I think it's very possible. That's what I'm talking about, SW. I did see him on. I saw Alexandria Stapleton and 50. Thank you for being on task, on topic. I appreciate it. No one is paying for it. Okay, so why are you here? Go away. I don't need you. Index 585. Thanks for telling me. Okay, great. But I just am like amazed that they're coming at it with such objectivity. Just a reminder, someplace. Okay, that's not. It's neither here nor there. You're about to get put out. I don't put out people, but you're very close to it. Index, very close, because you're not on topic. You're not engaging in the what we're talking about. You saw the TMZ what Diddy did in jail Thanksgiving? No, I did not see that. I didn't see that. No. Oh well, I do. I'm not a speaker. I'm not a great speaker. Thank you, Index. You're still in here though. You're still one of my viewers. Okay, I do stutter every 5 seconds. That's true. I don't hide behind that. But you're still here. You're still here though. You're still here. You haven't left the room. You're still part of my viewership. He bought the entire Oh, I did see that. Yeah, yeah. I didn't see the video, but I heard about that. I did see the clip. I saw the thumbnail that he bought the whole jail commissary. Oh man, that's that's funny. That is funny. He bought the whole jail commissary. That's funny. And next be next time. Hey, SW. I appreciate it, sir, but I just need hate. I need hate. I don't need. That's somebody that's gonna make sure I can speak properly. I don't speak properly. I got these bright lights. My eyes are blinking. I'm stuttering. I'm trying to figure out which word to use and say, and at the same time make sense and be on time. It's a lot of things going on at one time. You know, a lot of people don't realize it. I'm doing this all by myself. I have no writers. I have no producers. I have no executive producers. I have no assistant directors. I have no hair and makeup. It's just me. I don't have callers. I don't have interviews. It's just me, the mic, and the camera, and the lights. That's it. He dug himself a hole in jail with snitches. I didn't know about that. I don't know about that. I just know that he was on in the documentary. He's on the phone with his lawyers. He's like, "We're losing." He's telling them, "We're losing. We got to be on the winning side. What are we doing? Why are we lagging behind? Why is this happening?" People are gonna hit for everything now. Yeah, I think that's true. People are gonna hit him for everything now. Yeah, I think that's true. It's gonna be it's called The Reckoning. It's called The Reckoning. So it's not even like Bad Boy or Monster Diddy or something like that. It's just The Reckoning. Yeah, I mean, even in the title, it's at least a breath of fresh air. Because they're gonna show him in every possible angle, rather than just just dump on him or praise him somehow. You need chips? Call the diddler. Exactly. You need some top ramen. You some Nabisco Chips Ahoy, or some Oreos. Call the diddler. Are they allowed to eat sardines in prison? Probably somewhere in somebody's prison. I don't know if it's at the Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center in United States of America, in New York. Had to say that. So I think if MDC, yeah, you know me. Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York, United States of America. I had to say that. I'm contractually bound to say that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. How? No, I was just saying how in the news, I don't necessarily know MDC like that. I'm just saying it cropped up so many times in the news that I was saying it over and over and over again that I made it a point of saluting, giving it a power fist. Oh, it's a few miles from you. Okay. Yeah, you live in Brooklyn. That's right. Every time I see the SW, I'm like, who is it? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Brooklyn. But it's a few miles from you. Okay. Wow, it's seen a few people process through those portals. Few people of celebrity. Wasn't it oh goddamn, what's this guy? Epstein didn't Epstein go through there? Then Luigi what's his name? Marciano? Something, I can't remember his name. It doesn't matter. He's a piece of garbage. But yeah, so I think the more people that see this film. It'd be great. Past their everyday Luigi, Epstein, Alexander Brothers. Yeah, Alexander Brothers. Then I can't think. It might be an all male prison. I was gonna say Giselle What's her name? Giselle Maxwell, the lady that helped out Epstein or something like that. Weinstein, I think he went through. And the Theranos lady, didn't she go through? Yeah, Sam. That's one. Yeah, Sam Berkman. Sam Berkman, the fraudster. Yeah, with the cryptocurrency. Yeah. Facts on facts on facts. Maybachs, Maybachs, Maybachs. Ghislaine, that's right, Ghislaine Maxwell was in New Hampshire. Thank you for clarifying that for me, Brooklyn. That's I was not sure about that. That's why I was questioning it. And I think it's an all male prison too, right? MDC, it's a completely male prison. There's no like co-ed prison. Oh, here we go with the Green Day junkie. Salute to Luigi and salute to Skylar Saunders Seas. He's a fourth runner in the Black and Urban News, bringing you the latest in flying squirrels, coke hippos, Picasso auctions, and much, much more. Fact. Salute to you, Sir Rick James. Sir Rick James on the check-in. Thank you for coming in here, sir. Make sure you bring in the 1,500 other friends. I'd appreciate it very much. But, yeah, so... Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. It's coming out tomorrow. It really looks promising. It looks like it's going to really show both the depth and the breadth of this entire situation. So Diddy's whole mind frame has been altered, but it just stemmed from his ideas about being in the industry, being a mogul, being on top of things, being some say a sex fiend, sex addict, allegedly. I don't have any proof. I'm not his psychiatrist. I can only say from certain ideas that he was at. I can't pronounce it. I cannot say it legally. I'm not trying to get sued over here. You saw the Gustav Klimt Sotheby's auction. Brooklyn, where we going? Hey, Brooklyn, where we going? I did not see the Klimt Sotheby's auction, but we're talking about Diddy right now, sir. You're doing fine. You were doing very well. We were talking about the MDC. What's going on now? Come on. We got Rick James in here. I know that writing from miles away. He said Picasso. Oh, he said Picasso. Okay, I see that, but that's because that's. See, I'm stuttering. That's Rick James. Rick James is going to talk about my past shows and what I was talking about a long time ago and things of that nature. So that's just his way of expressing himself. Back to MDC. Okay. Well, back to Diddy. I really want to go back to the documentary specifically. It comes out tomorrow. It's a docu-series, so it's more than one episode. And it's going to show all the time leading up to his arrest, I think, and his time in prison or time in jail where he is right now, as I understand it. He's not in prison yet. He's in jail. Excuse me one moment. Yeah, so 50 is a troll. There's no question. He's one of the biggest trolls of all time. He's a super troll. There's no question about that. But what he lacks for in being one of the most adversarial characters in hip hop is that he actually is intelligent. He's actually very, wise, and that he gets to the point. He gets to the point. He joins on to the point very quickly. What attorney from Diddy's trial did you like the most? Neither. I don't think I had my favorite. My favorite attorney right now is Joey Taco. Joey Tacopino. He represented ASAP Rocky. That's my favorite attorney right now. he got Trump off on one count, but one count stuck. And when he was representing Donald Trump. President Donald Trump, that is. Yeah. Do you know Joe? Like, you know him? Brian Steele and Nicole Westmoreland. I don't even know. I remember Brian Steele, but I don't remember Westmoreland. Yeah, Joey Tacopino. No joke. Tacopina, excuse me. I'm saying Tacopino. It's Joey Tacopina. He's from okay, so you do know him. Apparently, he's from Brooklyn, New York. Okay, he represented. Oh my gosh, clients have been Alexander Rodriguez, Michael Jackson, ASAP Rocky, Meek Mill, Donald Trump, President Donald Trump. He did a lot of people. He's represented a few people. Joe is doing the Wendy Williams case. I bet he is. I would imagine he is. He's getting good money. He's getting a lot of money. He's getting a lot of money. So I'm really anticipating this documentary. This should be a really great examination of what 50 Cent and Miss Alexandria Stapleton have to offer. Excuse me. So, Joe Taco. Okay, he does. Hold on, Joe. Okay, he does JSTV sometimes, and I'm a mod there. Okay. Joe Tacopina was there the other week. I pulled up some clips. Wow. See, look at that. Connections. Get me connected with Joey Tacopina. I need connections. I need to be represented. But it's just a marvel to me to see 50 just like so, like rubbing his hands together, kind of smile. He's smiling almost throughout the entire interview. He's just like got the idea of somebody that caught something, like a cat caught a mouse in its paw. Salute to Baja Jackson. Goddamn, December. Finally, I get a donation. Thank you, Baja Jackson. Salute to you, sir. Baja Jackson. Salute to you, sir. I appreciate you. Let me get Baja Jackson's information on the screen right now. Well, not my screen. Let me explain about him. Visit Baja Jackson's YouTube page and subscribe to learn more about sardines on the grill, fried chicken, near beer, and female strippers of age, of course. Tell him Silly Sky sent you in the comments. Yes. That is the truth. And Beha Jackson is a former child actor. He was in the monumental film Boys in the Hood, among other credits, and I just salute him for what he does. There he is, B Jackson. Been kind of laying low, still at day one. Yes, you are. B Jackson's been with me since 2023. That's a fact. B Jackson is the truth. I salute you for that, sir. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate you. Sir, don't forget that Baja Blast Jackson played a young Ice Cube doughboy. I just said that. I said he played in Boys in the Hood. In the movie Are We There Yet? No, he's not in Are We There Yet that I know of. He would have to tell me if he's in Are We There Yet? Is it the PCP getting to you for this holiday season? Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to everybody in the chat room, by the way. Everybody in the chat, thank you. Merry Christmas to you all. If I didn't say it to you. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. I'm an atheist, and I love saying Merry Christmas because just like there's no Wizard of Oz, there is no God. That's what the Wizard of Oz is all about. It's all about faith. It's all about, you have your faith. We're off to see the wizard. It's all about, believing in something that really isn't. It's just a man. It's just a guy. It's just the Pope. It's just the Imam. It's just the preacher. It's just the priest. It's just the rabbi. There's no God. There's these representatives, these men behind you, and you're scared. If you don't do these 10 things, then you're gonna go to hell, and everything's gonna be terrible and ugly and that. But it doesn't exist. There is no God. So it's as simple as that. ASAP Rocky is having a concert tomorrow night in NYC. See, wait, where we go? We're talking about Tacopina. We're talking about Tacopina. I'm allowed that, SW. We're talking about Tacopina, and he got ASAP off on all the charges. So, or both the charges or all the charges. I don't know what it was, but I think it was both charges. Yeah, I think it was just 2 charges against him. My nose is crazy. It's congestion. It's sick. Ugh. It's awful. I could never do Coke in the sense of snorting it. I'll put it in Coca-Cola again. They should put Coke back in the Coca-Cola. But it's crazy. You need a new blow connect. That was good, B. That was good, B Jackson. B Jackson can talk about whatever topic he wants to talk about. But I'm about for the next a minute and a half about. So I'm going to switch up the topics in just a few minutes. But yeah, so I'm good. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding, no. But to wrap up, 50 is just, he excels at doing these things. If he commits to a project, he commits to it fully. He doesn't, as I've noticed, he doesn't half-ass anything. He goes all the way in. Pause. No, ayo, no Diddy. He goes in. I remember the not guilty verdict when he said, "Oh, really? Yeah, I remember that too." He leapt into the air, and she just was like, she just called him, and she was just laughing. But they didn't even finish reading the other charge. He could have that would have been anticlimactic if they said guilty on the other charge. He'd be like, all right. But he was like so happy about the first charge, he just jumped right into her arms, and then he had to go back and fix himself, fix his attire. Yeah, but this Diddy case, this Diddy series, this docu-series, seems like it's going to be very interesting, and I'm definitely going to be tuned in on Netflix. It probably drops at like midnight Eastern Standard Time, I would imagine. Maybe earlier. I'm not sure exactly when, but I'll be viewing. Now, I'm just going to switch gears very quickly here. If you haven't noticed, the reason why I have my hat cocked like this, I put my hands up like that, is because, I put my eye like that, and I smile. You see that on my page? It's actually oh, Dottie McDottie with the cash app. Salute to Dot Focus. Salute to Dot Focus. Salute to you. I appreciate the donations. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate it. Because I got 0 donations in November. 0. But it always comes out right. Because I got the most views I've had and the most money I've had in months. Almost a years. But, maybe years. And the most views I've had in months. This is wonderful. This is great. So, but I want to talk about blackface in Poland, and there's a place in America. Hold on, that Rick James actually put me on to, called the Coon Chicken Inn. Coon Chicken Inn was an American chain of 3 restaurants that was founded by Max and Lester Graham and Adelaide Burt in 1925, which prospered until the late 1950s. If you ever look at, just type in Coon Chicken Inn and look at the imagery. Look at the images. It looks like something from Bamboozled. It's crazy. It's wild. Trump is blowing up innocent fishermen. Let's not talk about that right now. Let's talk about this. I damn near, I don't make promises, but I committed to Wiz because he keeps me informed on stuff, and I watched it, and you can look it up for yourself. Just type in Poland blackface on YouTube. I think it'll come on YouTube, or just put Poland blackface on Google, and they have people like in blackface of Kanye West, Seal, Ray Charles, Wiz Khalifa, among others. And this is completely disgusting. I hate it. I don't like it. It's disturbing. It's not like, oh, well, it's a new era. It's all right. You keep patting them on the back and you getting pat on your head. Saying everything's all right. Everything's all Gucci. That's in the past. It's a new day. No. It's the same racism. It's the same disgusting display against people of color, especially FBA, Foundational Black Americans. It's disturbing, and it needs to stop. It is an ugly trace of humanity throughout the centuries. Back in the late 19th, early 19th century, all the way up to today. There have been vaudeville and minstrel shows, especially, that have shown people in different places. B. Jackson says, type in Chinese blackface. Exactly. Thank you for staying on topic, B. Jackson. I appreciate it. Beha Jackson. Yeah. Thanks for staying on topic. So we have these various people, and they're consistently, they're gonna argue whatever they want. They're gonna argue and say, well, I'm actually helping them. I'm actually showing them in their, by being part of their culture. I'm trying to insinuate into in their lives. And no, that's BS. That's complete BS. They still do it in a lot of countries, actually. Yeah, I just noticed it in Poland because of what Wiz said. But I looked it up and researched it. It's in Iran. It's in the Netherlands. It's in different places like that. I got you, Dot Focus. I'm gonna look at that, later on today. I got you. Don't worry about it. And I'll promote it. If it's good, it should be good, but I don't know yet. I can only go by your past efforts. You had great work in your past, so I can only go by your past efforts. But I have to look at it. I have to evaluate it myself. It's still, they do it in all over the world, Middle East, Asia, Europe, and it primarily comes from America. Okay, I got you, Dot Focus. I got your message. I got you, sir. I got you. But it primarily started in America. It has roots all the way back to Shakespeare and Othello, where various actors wore blackface. But we're not even talking about that. We're talking about the fact that in 21st century, different areas around the world are using blackface to the detriment of FBA, Foundational Black Americans. And it's a disgrace. It's appalling. It's nothing to laugh at. I made sure that I made this face because it's a reminder that I'm not in blackface. This is my face. I didn't choose this. If I could, I would have chosen it probably, even within the history of what it was. But there is no choice because there is no God. If there was a God, you probably would have had a choice. You'd be like, all right, so which skin color do you want to be? What height do you want to be? What facial features do you want to have? No, that Asian blackface is pretty funny. Oh man, I don't know. I didn't look at it. Yet. I will look it up though. Beha Jackson. I'll look it up though, Beha. But I still say, I mean, if they're making fun of FBA, then that's just completely disappointing and disgraceful and ugly and disgusting. I don't support that. I can't say that. I can't say even if they're Asian blackface, because look at the converse. Look at the other side of it, or the obverse, not the converse. Excuse me. Maybe it is the converse. I don't know. I think it's an obverse. You have white, black people with their eyes, going like this or something like that. That would be completely disrespectful. That'd be just wrong. They had their, it was a weird time, like in the early 2000s. I don't know if you guys remember, but like the music was like really like it had an Asian influence to it. Like the song, it's the things that you do that make me feel so. In here, Jay-Z and Big Pimpin' and what's her name? Oh god damn it. Hey Poppy, Uchi Wally. A lot of songs had an Asian influence to them. And then like girls were getting, their hairstyle with the chopsticks in their hair. They're getting tattoos that they didn't understand. They just look. Oh wow! Ooh, they got a Chinese or a Japanese inscription on their arm. Wow, that looks really cool. Let's see. Where are we going? Hold on. Okay, so here we go with Rick James. He says, "Sir, how do you feel about the new hit song making the web? We Are Charlie Kirk." Okay, that's not new. That was a long time ago, and we're not talking about Charlie Kirk, Rick James. If you want to talk about Charlie Kirk, you got to send in a donation, which you're not going to do because I know you. You're not a donor. We have donors in the house, though. Beha Jackson and Dot Focus. They're donors. You're not a donor. You're a magnet. You're not a dispenser. You're a magnet. You draw in people and bring people to the show. I appreciate you, though. But let's stay on topic. We're talking about blackface in Poland, especially blackface in Poland. And Wiz, if you're out there, make sure you let you know in rebroadcast land if you aren't in this live that I am talking about the Polish blackface singing competitions, and they're like transgender. There's a woman who dresses up like a man. It was crazy. Well, not transgender. It was I guess you can say cross-dressing. Not transgender. Pardon me. So you need to watch the Japanese Kleenex 1985 commercial. It's telling. Yeah, but it's not blackface. But I did see it, and it's extremely creepy. And it's amazing how they even made that commercial. But they would never make it in America. They could never make that that Kleenex commercial in America. It would scare the hell out of Americans. They wouldn't know what the hell to do with it. They'd be running to the hills. Let me see here. You sent that actually to me, Rick James. I did see it. It's got the it's like this head, and it's like a light shaft, and then it's like a little person, like a little child, and the puff of the tissue box or something. It was crazy. It was wild. But I'm talking about blackface. I'm talking about blackface. Yeah, the baby. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna repeat that, but yeah. But yeah. So blackface in Poland is one of the worst things to ever occur, especially because the Poles were persecuted during World War II. They were the first country to be invaded by Hitler's army, his German forces. The very first one. Hitler came in. So you just have to be careful. I don't know. And they seem like they had an earnest. That's the thing. It's an earnest feeling that they have, that they exude, that they give off. It's like really earnest. It's not like they're trying to you know be offensive, but they end up being offensive in the long run, despite all that. So I think that's despicable. I think because the fact that they're being earnest about it is because it's not an ignorance, it's a refusal to know if they don't know already. Because I'm sure they do know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. When they're putting on the makeup, making their face darker, they're actually trying to be, trying to show how blacks are. And it's ironic too because black people aren't that black. But it's the representation. It's the R. I don't like the DEI, but I like the R. Representation. Representation is everything to me. It is what it blasts away DEI. Representation says that, you're looking at these people in blackface, you're like, well, I don't really like that. I'm gonna make my movies or my TV shows or my novel or wherever my work is, I'm gonna make my whatever I produce, it's gonna be of quality, it's gonna be of grace, it's gonna be of a high caliber, it's gonna be potent without intentionally offending anybody. You don't offend people, but you don't have to intentionally offend people. I think they're intentionally offending people with these blackface performers in Poland. I think it's all intentional. They're doing it on purpose. Like there's no context though. That's the real scary part. There's no context. They don't say, well, it took me some time to put on this costume, this makeup and everything, but I know that people have been struggling and strove and died and tried to get some dignity in their lives. And it just has become such a mess, really. It's become such a mess. It's difficult to even, recount that. But that's the truth. That's the reality. Dot Focus says a bunch of them Doms. What do you mean? I have a vague understanding of what you're talking about. Like dominatrix or what are you saying? What are Doms? A bunch of them Doms. Dominicans? Wait, hold on. I'm not sure what you mean by Doms. What are Doms? Dot Focus. I'm slow. I'm stupid. I don't know what Doms are. Bunch of them Doms. Rick James is from Tel Aviv. Okay, but what is Doms? What is Doms? Okay, I still don't understand. Dot Focus. What's Doms? I missed something. What's Doms? What, a bunch of them Doms. But anyway, these these blackface performers are just ugly to me. I'm not even talking about their facial features, not the color of the makeup that they're wearing. I'm talking about their souls. They have ugly souls. It's called. It's the subject of significant controversy, primarily due to its repeated use of the popular TV show Polish version of Your Face Sounds Familiar. The practice has sparked outrage on social media and led to internal investigations by the show's parent company. This goes back about 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago. I wasn't going to do it, but I thought it was worth it. The recurring use of blackface highlights a cultural difference in understanding the practice, which has a deeply rooted history of racism and stereotyping in the U.S. The Polish show's producers have previously argued that their intention is an imitation, not mockery. All right. But critics contend that the practice is inherently racist regardless of intent. And I would agree. And I did a little research and I found out, the reason why the white people started this in the first place, the minstrel shows, was because they felt disenfranchised. How about that? Socially, culturally, and politically and economically from the other upper white classes. The lower and the middle and lower classes wanted to, start a show. And the fact that they were angered at the fact that there were blacks that were free in the South. Femdoms, okay, femdoms. So that's I kind of understand what that means. Let me look at that. I'm thinking about doms. I'm thinking about fem. A femdom refers to a woman who is a dominant partner. Okay, yeah, that's what I said, dominatrix. And partner in BDSM, bondage, discipline, sadism, and masochism, sexual activities. The term can also describe the activities themselves. Okay. Thank you for that. A little bit of information. Dot Focus, I appreciate it. You donated today, so I appreciate you. But yeah, so that seems like it's the intention of many people. Many people have this kind of fascination with black people, especially FBA, Foundation of Black Americans. Oh, why do they strut like that? Why do they sit up like that? Why do they have their backs out and their chest out and their chin up? Why do they walk through the streets with a certain swag to them or a certain drip to them? Why do they have that? Why is it so important for them to be educated? Why is it so important for them to be knowledgeable about certain things? Have wisdom, have knowledge, have understanding. Why do they have people like the 5%ers who created that whole mentality of, knowledge is born, and that's word, and word is my bond, and stuff like that? Why is it so important for them to have different things like that? Why is it so important for the barber shops and the hair salons and the funeral homes, especially? Because those are the last vestiges of black business. There were law offices, groceries, or grocers. Did you say grocers? Grocers, accounting firms. None of that exists really in great numbers anymore. The hair salons and the beauty and the barber shops and the funeral homes have stayed around. I mean, there are funeral homes that cater to both races, but there's a lot of places in the hood, quote unquote, or in those neighborhoods where black patrons can congregate and have their loved ones put into the ground or be cremated. So I'm just giving you examples of the humanity of black people. And these caricatures, these ugly representations, they're not, oh, well, like I said, it's just, we're just showing them our respect. We're just giving them their fair share, their due. We're that's what we're doing. That's all we're doing. We're showing that we care, and they don't care. Because if they did care, they wouldn't be doing it. So it's just not fun. It's not fun because it's not funny. I who was the genius? Now I'm being sarcastic, but who was the genius behind this show, which I think went off 2 years ago, but I had not seen it before, so it was new to me. So who was that brilliant mind, sarcastically, behind this show who said, you know what? We should do a show with blackface. That'd be a great thing. We won't court any controversy for that. We'll be fine. Nothing wrong will happen because of that. We'll be all right. No problem. So looks like 0 people in here, and it's going on an hour. So I'm not gonna do more than an hour. I'm gonna be wrapping it up in less than 6 minutes. But I just want to salute to Wiz. He always looks out, and I appreciate his diligence. And it's an interesting story. It really is weird, a weird story. It's very scary when you think about it, that this is continuing into the 21st century. There's blackface to portray Kendrick Lamar and Beyonce. Outrage. Leading Polish TV talent show has been widely criticized for featuring celebrity contestants in blackface impersonating Kendrick Lamar and Beyonce. He also used the N word. You know what though? I don't mind. On the other side of things. Well, yeah, you have to see different Rick James. But I see on the other side of things that that there have been so many people that are saying nigger. I don't mind. I would rather a white man say nigger to my face with the ER than a black man come over to me saying brother. I've said that on many other occasions. So he said I see four with the Kanye shrugs. But I'm not your bro, exactly. I'm not your brother. I'm not your hey brother man, brother. Yeah, and they're the ones that'll spite you. All that brother talk, they're the ones that are gonna spite you. Talking on that good ish. Brother. So I like to say in conclusion, that blackface is a no. Don't do it. I don't care. It's different than the word nigger. It's different than the word nigger, especially in most contexts. And especially since like people like Fat Joe use the word nigger, but he wouldn't like to be called the word spick. So just to let that be known. So I just am just amazed at the fact that people that but Negroes hat in hand. Oh, that's all right. They're just trying to show us their artistry. They're just trying to show us how they respect the black people. That's all they are. Come on now, be serious. That's not even close to what they're trying to do. Not even close to what they're trying to do. So I still hold on to the idea of understanding FBA, its rudiments, its basics, its foundation. FBA, F and FBA, foundational. Um, so it's been a great journey tonight. Got some donations. December's starting off pretty well. The first of the month got some donations. I'm not mad. What is that, Rick James? I see 2 people in here, 7 likes. What is that? He's taking his time typing it out, I guess. I don't know. He usually comes up with it really quick. There he is. Not mad. Exactly. I'm not mad at all. So salute to everybody that came in the room. Thank you, Dot Focus and Bayha Jackson, for the donations. And I will see you sometime tomorrow. I was just testing out what time to do today. Probably gonna do a little bit later. Probably gonna do around 5 or 6. 6, maybe 6 or 7. 6 to 7 in that time frame. All right. It's been real. Thank you very much. Take care.